Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So, today we are going to be talking about the rates. The rates. What are the rates? Before I talk about the rates, I usually talk about different subjects and then I'll zoom in and make a reel of the rates. I wanted to talk about this invention because one day I'm going to go back and look at my videos, my lost episodes. So, this app will I wrote it down. Hold on. Basically, you build an app to see what the newest trends in clothing is based on your shape. Every woman has a different shape. And whether you like urban clothing, hood clothing, high-rise apartment clothing, conservative clothing, you know, all genre, all genre, however the clothing is. You take a picture of your shape, in shorts or a shirt or a tank top or however you do it, and it analyzes and it gives you the new clothes based on the new, and it's for independent clothing artists that are trying to come up. So these independent clothing artists, who are coming out with new clothes can really get a boost if people are seeing the clothes and they're willing to pay the price for the clothing materials. And I've never talked about clothes a day in my life. Hell, I don't really have many. But I will say that that would do me a whole lot of favors if I can find, based on the body shape, some new trend clothes that almost 50 to 100 people has worn already. Sort of like when the new iPhone comes out. Everybody go run and buy it. The real hardcore consumers. I think based on the performance that Apple has done a wonderful performance. And I would keep coming back like a NA or AA meeting. I would definitely keep coming back to Apple. They have, I remember when I was just so crazy, not crazy as in psychotic, but I didn't think, and sometimes, that sometimes happen, but I do think like 98%, a whole lot more. It used to be on a spectrum of like 45%, but the point I'm getting to is I sat up there and Facebook has helped me come a long way on my journey with the Kimberly Cloud Show. I used to do very immature things while I was on here. Now I if I embarrass anybody, it would be myself majorly. But other than that, Facebook has matured me in some ways. Every platform has matured me. I remember when it was just Facebook, no Instagram. The vision that he had, the vision that all of these networks had, you know, um, without them, I cannot talk. Then I would be depressed. Being able to talk to you guys and have an outlet to talk and be able to learn about people is where I I love to learn. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I think that God is the same way. God knows other gods and beyond God. God knows about these things, you know, and just as well as God learned, I want to learn. That's what university stands for. These universities is for the universe, for you to be able to understand everything within the world of the universe, the basics. When you advance in any of these fundamental majors, if you advance majorly in any of the majors, you would go far. You would probably have a secret clearance. So yeah, I feel good, and I feel very optimistic about this. I want to see great things happen for me. And like I said, just it's going to be competition out there, but I invented it first. You know, I want to be able to invent something in the clothing trend that the clothing people like. You know, an actual clothing store that fits you. It's a cheap clothing store. It's not going to be like rainbows, but it's definitely not going to be like it's between JC, a little lower than JC Penney, not like Saks. And everybody know what Saks fit or Fifth Saks or however you say it is. And their stuff costs like 1,000 plus, or even uh like online basis, AFIS. You know, their stuff, you know, they have it a little cheap, and they give us luxury for cheaper prices, but you still got to say a purse. I'm adamant, I am not paying $300 for a purse. I mean, I can go to Walmart and get a purse. Like, that makes no sense. Like, really. I don't understand it. Like, people be like, I bought this purse, and I'm like, you spent 300 and now people are going to be watching you. You know, if they steal my purse, they got a $15 purse. And I just shut down all my cards. You hear that, y'all? Shut it down. And then they'll wait and see who actually comes to arrive when the new cards arrive, to see if y'all steal them. That is y'all future if y'all steal my purse. So back to the rates and everything. The reason why I do the Kimberly Cloud show is because I want to learn, like I said prior to this, and I want to grow. And I feel like I'm doing God an injustice to just sit around and utilize what I have going on and be lazy about it. Every minute there is money to be made. Every second there is money to be made. Every split second there is money to be made. Why not do it what you love, by being fair with your prices and being real with the customer or the guest, and saddle up for an adventure of innovation, critical thinking, a little bit of psychology, a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of compassion, a little bit of questionable things you have done in your past that would contribute to what you're doing in the future. If you could change. Now, I'm going to ask the ladies out there, not the ladies that watch my show, like the civilians, but I want to ask the ladies of what the White House, the former ladies of the White House, if you had to change what you did, anything you've done, would you change it? What would you change? And if you didn't have to change anything, why? And the reason why I say that is because I just had to say that and mix a little politics, you know, with the key words that I use. So compassion, and they're really good people. Um, I've interviewed many. I don't know why people names stick with me. I'd be like, I don't get it, but certain names stick with me, and I hope that these names are blessed for even giving me a chance. So the first name that pops in my mind is Kathy. Kathy, she opened up to me. She was vulnerable, whether, let's say per se she did not like me. She did it. It wasn't it I don't want to weigh a scale on how much for the show and how much for me and how much for us. I don't care about that. She showed up. I don't care. I can think about so many statistical things. And she was a good person. I told her, when she turns, she don't believe it. If it's someone like me that's given a chance in the technology world, nobody will be dying. Everybody will be enlightened so we can figure out how to communicate with everyone in this universe or do some things that is for this universe and beyond. It's something beyond this universe. Somebody with a something, like it's crazy. But only certain people will know. Only certain people know that, and only certain people, the rest of the people don't. So why not enlighten them to be on the same page as the people? So back to the rates. Let's read from the script. Okay, I had to say that on my page. So I like this. It's based on not my life, but it's based on what my life was. Minimum, bare minimum. So you got the Lazy Cloud special, one reel, one footage. So that's me uploading, downloading, sending through WeTransfer, and then nothing else come with that. So call me for pricing. You got the moderate cloud special, one reel, one footage, and an Apple podcast. Now the Apple podcast is I have to write about you. People say a lot can tell a lot by the writings of what a person says about you. If I'm sitting up there talking about you, let's say I had a bad experience with you and I went to write, even if I sounded good, and made it sound good, you can read between the lines if you're a great reader that I was mad when I wrote that. I've had some bad experiences, but I don't let that get to me. But I'm saying that's an example of what other people do. I don't do that. Whether good or bad, I make you look good. Good, I talk about and recap what we talked about, whether I have to look it up or I know already through my notes because I write down notes about you guys and do my notes. I'll analyze what keywords of what we talked about during that show. And I enjoy it. I enjoy learning. Some people give me the bare minimum. Some people give me as much information. Some people go off on a tangent just like me, and I let them. I let them. You know why? Because it's their story. They got so much bottled in they want to get out. Just like me. What I do is hard, harder than someone that always gets regular people on a regular. I have to figure out what to say without being questioned. New material every 5 to 10 minutes without being questioned. That's hard. Nobody can do that. I mean, people can, but they have it scripted. This is unscripted. This is coming from my head. This is coming from my head, dude. Like, seriously. And I'd be like, wow, what do I be trying to say? So let's continue. Anyway, the ultimate cloud. You get one reel, one footage, everything moderate, in moderate, basically the moderate cloud special in Spotify. So you get one reel, one footage, Apple Podcast plus Spotify. And so I'm like, okay, that is a cool deal. The ultimate, cloud special. The Supreme Cloud Special is one reel, one footage, everything in the ultimate. Okay, good. Everything in the ultimate cloud, Manhattan Neighborhood Network and DCTV. I will literally gladly send you the receipts of Manhattan Neighborhood and DCTV. Like, I would literally send you the receipts of when it's done for DCTV. That's how I'm gonna start doing it. So you'll know that somewhere in DC, near DC, somewhere near Manhattan, New York, your stuff is being. I can't pinpoint the time it's being played, but it's being played. They collect my, just as well as everybody else. They collect my stuff. Someone has to watch it. So it's being watched. Whether it's playing on air or not, it's being watched. Commercial run. 30-second to 60-second commercial. So I have to play a commercial ASAP. But yeah, the commercial run is going pretty good. I've been able to get some pretty cool guests to submit to the commercial runs, and testimonies, and all of that. So I appreciate you guys out there who did that and who will do that in the future. I have on Friday Indian Standard Time an interview, 6:30 a.m., 5:30, 6:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then I have another interview with I I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I won't say the name, but tomorrow, and I won't say the time. Perfect time. I didn't know I chose that time, but he is on which time? He is on like European. I read it. Where is it at? European Standard Time. I'm like, how many times? How do y'all do that? I still did not get a full answer from Grok. Grok is hiding some shit. Cause I'm like, think about it. How do you manipulate one time? It should all be universal. Universal where one time is day, one time, like it has to take a God with some good technology to sit up there and create a zone change. That means there's a barrier between one zone to the next. So they know to the T where to say, oh, I'm on Eastern, oh, I'm on Pacific, oh, I'm on Eastern, oh, I'm on, no, not Eastern, Central, Eastern, Central, Eastern. There's actually a line. That is cool, man. That is so cool. So let me get off of here. But I'm a down to earth person. I just wanted to let y'all know. I'm a down-to-earth, sweet going person who is very smart and very caring and just want to see what's best for people. You know, this is me. This is me. This is who I am. You know, you can either accept it or you can not. You know, that's as nice as I can say it. I understand if you cannot accept it because some people cannot look, you know, past certain things, but if you can accept it, I promise you I can look past certain things because I'm like, I am free. I'm free. I'm not going to let what one person of a different ethnicity do affect every ethnicity. Like I treat, for instance, I get followed by Hispanics and I don't sit up there and treat every Hispanic that way, a certain way, because not all of them are like that. I give them a chance and I learn from experience that I can no longer or not at all, not no longer, but not at all treat someone differently because of what their skin color is or what someone's of their skin color has done to me. That is the answer that you're looking for right now because I am not about to cuss you out. So that is that. Um, and I hope that you guys take care, be safe, and just know we are in 2025. We need to stop what we're doing, and we need to grow and give people a chance that deserve a chance, even when they mess up. Give them a chance. Now, if they keep messing up on the same offense or a major above that offense, then you say, okay, I question this. I question the whole thing. But then you have to ask yourself, why? Too. Based on my experience, you guys out there that needs to get to know who Kimberly Cloud is, I was just recently attacked and I look bad. And I cannot do that with someone else. I got a little joke before we get offline, a political joke. I hope YouTube let me play it. Talk about not acknowledging AOC, her name, on, I think this was South Park. Let's see. Hold on. I watched this 5 times and they never acknowledged AOC. They never said, they're AOC. Ooh, ooh. They sat up there and literally didn't even acknowledge her. And I'm not going to talk junk about that, but that was hilarious. I laughed at that when I finally got the joke, the whole joke, that they don't acknowledge women. Whoa, man, whoa. They got their faces to the T, man. This is old school cartoonage, where they make it look like a cartoon and it's old. And in another dimension, people like this is real. That's the scary part. That's another thing. Okay, hold on. Take care, be safe, and remember, sign up if you are watching me and trying to figure out who the Kimberly Cloud is, who Kimberly Cloud is. Sign up ASAP. I bet you, I guarantee. What are you waiting for? Sign up. I guarantee, because I have a set of known skills. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously. Sign up. You won't regret it.